executive members of conference organizers, Caribbean visionary educators and international forums of inclusion, practitioners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to participate in this conference on inclusive educational practices in the Caribbean. It gives me great pleasure to recognize the commitment of the Caribbean visionary educators and inclusion experts in promoting the inclusion of all learners and their right to equitable and inclusive quality educational programs within Trinidad and Tobago. I start today with a quote from Dr. Nyan, founder director of Support Autism TNT. When Dr. Eric Williams said the future of the nation is in our children's school bags, he probably wasn't referring to children on the autism spectrum or children with other special needs. End quote. This quote was taken from an article published online by a daily newspaper, The Newsday, on August 21st, 2022. Dr. Nyan's summation is stark, but not new. Indeed, she has been a passionate advocate for inclusivity, along with many others that we can readily recall in Trinidad and Tobago. Our Vision 2030, our National Development Strategy, also speaks to an education system where, I quote, inclusiveness, accountability, integrity, and leadership lie at the pinnacle of education reform. So, recognize the challenge? Yes, we have. Define it as a goal to be achieved? Yes, we have. But here comes the larger, much more difficult part. Have we been able to deal with it satisfactorily? And that, folks, is the work assigned to the Ministry of Education. You see, we sometimes pigeonhole inclusivity to mean providing for those with special needs without defining just what special needs speak to. Yes, advocates like Dr. Nyan speak to autism, dyslexia, ADHD, and other readily recognizable disorders. But the fact is that inclusivity goes even deeper than that, into the realm of behavioral and mental disorders, personality disorders, socio-economic challenges, family dysfunctionalities. All of these circumstances qualify to the Ministry of Education as special needs of our precious students, and therefore, inclusivity must encompass all. Equity in quality education, one of our strategic goals. To achieve this, as a ministry, we must become much more strategic in our system, the way we collect data, what is collected, and how it is used to inform policy and monitor implementation. Indeed, if the Ministry of Education itself does not change, nothing else will, including the inclusivity of our education system. The concept of KPIs, monitoring teacher effectiveness, support and resources, and penalties for non-compliance. These are not concepts catered for in our present modus operandi. Therefore, how will we become more inclusive? The Ministry of Education employs over 400 student aides, and over 400 more is required. The ministry supports 13 special schools annually to the tune of over $20 million. The ministry has a student support services division of over 700 staff, more than some small ministries themselves. Is nothing being done to support special needs? Yes, it is being done. But is it effective enough? No. The role of the advocates is a critical one because they keep us honest. They keep the pressure on us to do better. Not only more, but better. And when we speak to digital transformation of the Ministry of Education, it is part of our thrust to do better, to be better, to manage better, monitor better, observe trends, adjust policy. And dealing with these granular issues is the only way we will progress towards inclusivity. So we have embarked on a digital transformation program. But critical to that as well is the focus on the curriculum. What we deliver, to whom we deliver it, and training our teachers to deal with the needs of the students before them, which in large part is a very diverse mix. We must train with intent, and we must collect the data to determine our success. For too long, far too long, we have been relying and counting success just by running a training course. We count that as successful. However, success must be tied to the achievement of stated and specific goals. This in itself, this approach is transformational, and we need to understand how this is done, how it can be achieved in the context of a unionized public service and a teaching service. Let's speak the truth. These are the challenges that we face and we must surmount. So digital transformation, curriculum adjustment, the input of direct resources with respect to aides and special education teachers, yes, all of these approaches will coalesce into progress along the path to inclusivity, even as the system itself is transformed to emphasize goal achievement with data collection to back that up. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the task as I stand at the helm of a 15,000-man strong behemoth that is the Ministry of Education, working towards this change in approach, this change in system that can only be done to the benefit of inclusivity. These are the real and vocal challenges that we face, from inside and from outside, from our advocates, keeping us honest, letting us know that we must always strive to do better. We have work to do, and we must assign priority to those who need it the most, and this work remains something in progress. I leave you with a vision. All finished schools have a full-time special education teacher who works part-time with about 23% of students, as well as a group of staff that meets bi-weekly to discuss students' comportment in class, which includes the principal, special education teacher, school psychologist, social worker, and classroom teacher. A vision for now. This remains a vision for now, but with effort, data, policy change, buy-in, and sustained focus, this vision can be a prediction of our transformed future. Thank you.